going to be talking about this book, The Hairs We Sold by Emily Lloyd-Jones. The first book that I read of hers was The Bone Houses, and I have to say that I did love that book because it was full of irony, humor. It was very quirky. It was also very dark. It was disturbing at places, and the characters were so fully fleshed out. They were amazing. So I really wanted to read more about her books and her work as a writer. So yeah, The Hairs We Sold. This one, it's well, I love this cover so much. I mean, yeah, it's an amazing book. We're going to find this main character called Dee, and she comes from a dysfunctional family, and girl, do I see you. I love her. I love that we have this representation of having a person that comes from a family that has hurt her, that has left scars on her that she shouldn't have. We have this girl who's attending boarding school, and she doesn't want to go back home because her parents are alcoholics and they mistreat her. They think that she's there to serve them, to clean the home, to prepare lunch, to do things. And it hurts because, you know, there's this recognition because I know what it feels like to have to microwave your own food, or, you know, have to take care of things that you shouldn't be taking care of, like walking yourself to school when you are 8 years old, things like that. And I love to have a character like this in a book because there is lots of people who have come from environments like this. And in books, you always have kind of like the perfect family, the poster family, where everyone is super cute, where everyone is, you know, super cool. And I love when we have also this kind of representation of families that are, you know, not so normal, not so perfect. And I love that through all the book, Dee is very consistent in how she feels, in how those scars that she carries with her has affected the way in which she relates to people, and how she keeps secrets about her life. And even if she has friends, they really don't know anything about her. Like, they know things surface level, but they don't know more about her, like where she is from, what was her infancy like, or her parents like. And I love that. I love that the Emily Lloyd-Jones did it so greatly, that she had this respect and this acknowledgement of how you feel when you come from a place like that, and I love it. Okay, yeah, I'm gushing. I have to say that while I love the plot of this book, I have to be honest here and say that for me, the best part of this book was the characters. I love how amazing they are, and I love how every one of them have their own reasons for doing the things that they did. And there is 3 characters in particular, 4 characters, 5 characters, almost all the characters of the book that I love. And yeah, this book is going to be, we have this girl, Dee, and at the very beginning of the book, she sees a demon. And she goes very next to it in order to have lunch, and she's surprised when the people around her doesn't seem to recognize that there is a demon, you know, there. And then the demon says, only the people who need to ask something of a demon see us. And it's like, what? It seems like demons have been out in this world for quite a bit. They did like this press conference saying, okay, we are demons, we exist, and we can trade in favors. For body parts, we can give you whatever you want. So if you want to have big tits, or if you want to be beautiful, or you want a lot of money, whatever, you give us a body part, and then we are going to, you know, to give you what you want. And there were like this big upheaval. There was people who was like, what, I want to do that. People who say that cannot be true, it's all a conspiracy. And people who dismiss demons are, you know, it's just a fantasy, it doesn't exist. But demons are real, and Dee is going to find herself in the middle of it all when she has this scholarship. It's going to be revoked. She goes home. She is kind of hoping that when she tells her parents what happened, they will help her. You know, they will, I don't know, ask for a loan, give her money. You know, those things that parents do so the kids can have what they need, but they don't do that. So it's like, okay, when you end this year at the school, you're going to be home with us and you're going to be taking care of things. And then she's like, I cannot be back here. This house stifles me. You kill me. I cannot be here. So the only solution that she sees is making a deal with the demon. And the deal turns out to be the demon asks for her head in exchange for whatever she wants, which is money so she can pay school. The thing is, she's going to meet other characters in the book who also made the same deal with the demon. They offered their head in exchange for something that they wanted. But this demon in particular is asking them to go sealing these voids. It's like a portal into another dimension, and they use C4 to blow them up. Apparently, it's like the demon is fighting against wherever it is on the other side, and our characters are going to be discussing if it's angels, because if they are demons, you know, who they fight against them. There's another character, which is an amazing character called Carl, that he says that maybe the demons are in demons and are aliens and that are like portals to other worlds. And, you know, it's like, what? Yeah, and, well, the plot is more or less that we have these enslaved kids, not really enslaved because they made the deal of offering their hearts and helping the demon close those voids in exchange for the things that they wanted. So we're going to be learning more about what this demon really is, what the voids really are, and, you know, everything about how the kids were kids. They aren't exactly kids; they're very young men and women. How they work together. But for me, what was amazing was the relationship between all the characters. We have Dee has this roommate called Grema. Grema is an amazing girl. I love how bubbly and feisty she is, and I love also that she likes girls, and I love that it's like this amazing character. She's very attractive, you know, she can have everything she wants. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, she's funny, she's smart, and I love how she is there for Dee, whatever happens. When Dee realizes that she's not alone, that she can count on Grima, I love how, you know, how they work together and how this friendship really blooms, and I love it. Blooms, sorry. And I love all the characters. Cal is an amazing character, and when you learn why he did what he did, a heart for a heart, it's amazing. And I'm not going to say much more about it because I don't want to spoil that part. And I love, there's another character that at the beginning, he roofed on my nerves because he was like, I don't know, he came as flippant and, you know, and devil's maker attitude. And I'm talking about James. He's going to be our love interest for our main character. And at the beginning, I thought, as I said, that he was flippant and he will then have more substance. But the fact is, as the book progresses, you begin to see beyond the layers of that character. And it's amazing how he feels and what he does. Because one thing that I love about this book, as I say, it's the characters and how fully fleshed out they are. You have this bunch of adolescents who are approached demons in order to have something that they want. And they don't ask for frivolous things in this case. They ask for things that are very important to them. And you know that James have asked for the ability of mastering art. And he talks about time and about how he wants to be remembered, that he wants his life to have meaning and to matter. And for me, one of the most incredible things about this book is that when you are very close to the ending, there is going to be this bunch of big revelations. And when you read about them, you understand. You understand lots of things about the demon, about James, about why he did change his heart, and why he did what he does towards the end. And then you begin to think about all the conversations and all the things that he has done during the book, and it all makes so much more sense. I mean, that is amazing when you finish a book, when you're finishing a book and you have had all the hints before you, but, you know, you mistook them or thought it meant something else, and then you get to the end and it's like, wow. Yeah, I love that. I love all the revelations that come in the ending. Don't read the ending before the book. It's going to ruin it. It's like, no. I have to say that I love what she did here, what Emily Lloyd-Jones did here. This book is amazing. You can read it very easily because it flies before your eyes, and it's like you can see everything that the book describes in your mind. And as I say, you can build this relationship with the characters, and it's like this feedback. And this story, as I say, it's very interesting. Nothing is what it seems, and I love it. One thing is that maybe I will have liked certain events to have a bigger impact on the lives of the characters, like the greediness of having voids, of having monsters, of having demons, and having people that you love around you dying. But I think that, as I say, the main character Dee for me was very special. I love how strong she is, how far she comes, and I love how she learns to say, it stops here, I won't let you abuse me. And yeah, for me the book has been amazing. So if you have read any of Emily Lloyd-Jones books and you feel like you need more of her, this one is a good bet. I will have to try to look for Elusive and Deceptive, but they are very hard to find, so I might read them on my Kindle or wherever. But yeah, I think this is an author that you really have to look forward to. I love that she has lots of inclusivity and representation of the LGBTI and race, culture. We are going to find lots of things here, and yeah, I love it. So thank you for watching. Bye.